Three major AI companies just made announcements this week that are going to change everything. OpenAI dropped a feature that nobody saw coming. Google made a move that has everyone talking. And a new AI tool launched that's already getting 500,000 users. If you use AI for work, for business, or just to stay productive, you need to know about these 5 developments. Some of this is exciting, some of it is concerning. Let's get into it. Welcome to AI Mastery Pro. I'm bringing you AI news this week, your weekly roundup of the most important AI developments you actually need to know about. No fluff, no hype, just the 5 biggest stories from the past 7 days and what they mean for you. If this is your first time here, subscribe because we do this every Monday. You'll never miss a major AI development again. Let's start with number 5 and work our way to the biggest story of the week. Number 5. A new AI tool called SUNO AI V4 just launched, and it's absolutely blowing up. SUNO creates music from text prompts, but version 4 is different. You can now generate 3-minute songs with actual verse-chorus structure, multiple instruments, and vocals that sound genuinely human. Within 48 hours of launch, over 500,000 users signed up. Why this matters? Music production just became accessible to anyone. No instruments, no training. Just describe what you want. The controversy? Musicians are not happy. The debate about AI-generated content and copyright is heating up fast. What you need to know: the free tier gives you 50 credits per month. That's roughly 10 songs. The pro version is $10 per month for 500 songs. My take: this is incredible technology, but we need to have serious conversations about artist compensation and copyright protection. Moving on to number 4. Number 4. Google just announced Gemini 2.0 Flash, and it's twice as fast as Gemini Advanced. But here's the really interesting part: it's completely free. Google is making a calculated move here. Gemini 2.0 Flash gives you multimodal capabilities, upload images, documents, and videos, 128,000 token context window, that's about 96,000 words. Real-time responses, we're talking 2 to 3 seconds, and again, completely free. No subscription needed. Why Google is doing this? They're competing with ChatGPT's free tier. And honestly, this might be better than ChatGPT's free version. What this means for you: if you've been using ChatGPT free and hitting limits, Gemini 2.0 Flash is worth trying, especially for quick tasks and research. The catch? It's still not as good as Claude or ChatGPT Plus for complex professional work, but for casual use, absolutely solid. Where to try it? Just go to gemini.google.com. No sign-up barriers, no credit card, just start using it. Number 3. The European Union just passed new AI regulations that will affect every AI company globally. This is big, and it's happening fast. The EU AI Act goes into effect February 1st, 2026. That's less than 30 days from now. Here's what's actually changing. 1. All AI-generated content must be clearly labeled. If an AI made it, users must be told. 2. AI systems used in hiring, credit scoring, law enforcement, these are now heavily regulated. 3. Some AI applications are banned entirely. Things like social scoring systems and real-time biometric surveillance in public spaces. 4. Companies that violate these rules, fines up to 7% of global annual revenue. For a company like OpenAI or Google, that's billions of dollars. Why this matters to you? If you're using AI tools for business, you might need to disclose that AI was used. If you're creating content with AI, transparency requirements apply. My take: this is necessary regulation. AI needs guardrails, but it's also going to slow down innovation in Europe and create compliance headaches for companies. What to watch? How US companies respond. OpenAI, Google, and others will need to change how their tools work for EU users. On to number 2. Number 2. Researchers at MIT just published a paper that changes how we think about AI memory. They've developed a technique that lets AI models remember specific conversations and learn from every interaction. This is what everyone has been waiting for. Right now, when you start a new chat with ChatGPT, it doesn't remember your previous conversations unless you're using custom instructions or GPTs. This new research changes that. The AI can now remember your preferences across all conversations, learn from corrections you make, build context over weeks or months of interaction, personalize responses based on your history. Think about what this enables. An AI assistant that actually knows you, that remembers you prefer concise answers, that knows your industry and terminology, that learns from every interaction. The timeline. This research is publicly available. Companies like OpenAI and Anthropic are probably already implementing it. My prediction, we'll see this in ChatGPT or Claude within the next 3 to 6 months. What this means, AI assistants are about to become significantly more useful. Instead of starting from scratch every conversation, they'll build on everything you've taught them. The privacy concern. More memory means more data storage. We need to make sure users have control over what's remembered and what's deleted. This is exciting, but also requires careful implementation. Now, the biggest story of the week, and the #1 story of the week, OpenAI just released ChatGPT Search with voice. This is huge, and it changes everything. You can now have a voice conversation with ChatGPT while it searches the web in real time and gives you sourced answers. This is what we just saw, real-time web search integrated into voice mode, cited sources for every claim. Natural conversation. You can interrupt, ask follow-ups, change topics, multiple languages supported. Why this is the biggest story. Google's core business is search. They make billions from search advertising. ChatGPT just became a search engine that you can have a conversation with. Think about how this changes things. Instead of typing a query, clicking links, reading articles, going back, clicking more links, you just ask a question and get a comprehensive answer with sources. Who this affects? Google, obviously. This is direct competition. Content creators. If ChatGPT answers questions without clicks, website traffic drops. Education. Students now have an AI research assistant that sounds human. Everyone who searches for information, which is basically everyone. The controversy. Content creators and publishers are concerned. If AI answers questions without sending traffic to websites, how do content creators make money? What OpenAI says, they're citing sources and linking to websites. They claim this will drive traffic, not reduce it. What I think, this is going to be controversial for months. We're watching a fundamental shift in how people find information. How to try it. ChatGPT Plus subscribers, 20-month, have access now. Free tier gets it in 3 to 4 weeks. This is the future of search. Whether we like it or not. All right, let's connect the dots. What does all of this actually mean? First, the AI landscape is moving incredibly fast. SUNO launched music generation. Gemini went free. EU regulations arrived. MIT solved memory. OpenAI launched voice search. That's 5 major developments in 7 days. Second, we're seeing a clear pattern. AI tools are becoming more accessible. Free tiers are getting better, more capable. Features that seemed impossible last year are now standard. More integrated. AI isn't a separate tool anymore. It's built into everything. Third, regulation is coming whether companies like it or not. The EU just proved that. The US and other countries will follow. Fourth, the war for market share is intensifying. Google versus OpenAI. Anthropic versus everyone. New players like SUNO entering the space. What you should do? Stay informed. This is why we're doing AI News this week every Monday. Experiment with these tools. Try Gemini 2.0 Flash. Test ChatGPT voice search if you have Plus. Play with SUNO if music interests you. Think about implications. How does this affect your work, your business, your industry? Be ready to adapt. The AI landscape in 6 months will look completely different from today. That's AI News this week for January 5th, 2026. Subscribe if you want to stay on top of these developments. We're doing this every Monday. You'll get the 5 biggest stories explained clearly with no hype and no fluff. Next week, I'll be covering the new Claude features that just got announced, updates to ChatGPT's coding abilities, and a potential merger that could shake up the entire industry. Drop a comment. Which of these 5 stories surprised you most? Or is there an AI development I missed that you think should have made the list? Check out these videos if you want to go deeper. Our ChatGPT versus Claude versus Gemini comparison. Our guide to the top 10 AI tools for 2026. Until next Monday, stay informed, stay ahead, master AI. I'll see you in the next one.